After Allied landings in North Africa in November 1942, operations moved eastward into Tunisia. Control of the region depended on mountain passes that linked the coastal plains with the interior. One of the most important routes was the Kasserine Pass, a narrow corridor through the Atlas Mountains that connected western Tunisia to the central lowlands. By early 1943, American and British units were advancing toward Axis positions from Algeria. German and Italian forces, recently reinforced, were organizing defensive lines while assessing Allied dispositions. Supply routes, terrain, and weather conditions influenced both sides, as winter rains and cold temperatures affected movement through the mountains. Allied units in central Tunisia were spread across a wide front. Positions were established near key passes, including Fide, Spitla, and Kasserine. Command arrangements involved coordination between American Corps headquarters and British forces operating to the east. Communications and supply lines stretched over long distances, creating logistical considerations. German commanders evaluated the situation and planned localized counteroffensives. Armored formations were concentrated to exploit gaps between Allied positions. On 14 February, Axis forces initiated attacks near Fide Pass, using tanks, artillery, and air support to press against American defenses. Several forward positions were overrun, and Allied units withdrew toward Spitla. As fighting expanded, attention turned to Kasserine Pass. The terrain restricted movement to narrow roads flanked by steep slopes, limiting maneuver options. Defensive positions were established along the pass, supported by artillery and infantry units. Weather conditions reduced visibility and further complicated operations. On 19 February, German and Italian forces advanced through the pass. Engagements took place along the road and surrounding high ground, with both sides using artillery and armored vehicles where terrain permitted. Allied units conducted delaying actions while repositioning to secondary defensive lines. Further west, British formations prepared blocking positions to prevent a wider breakthrough. Coordination between Allied units increased as reserves were moved forward. Air support became more active as weather conditions improved, targeting concentrations along Axis supply routes. By 22 February, Axis forces began reducing their forward activity. Fuel constraints, extended supply lines, and shifting priorities influenced operational decisions. German units gradually disengaged and returned to prepared positions to the east. Following the engagements, Allied commanders reviewed command structures, troop deployment, and coordination procedures. Adjustments were made to improve integration between infantry, armor, artillery, and air support. Defensive positions were reorganized, and additional training was conducted in anticipation of renewed operations. In the weeks that followed, Allied forces resumed their advance across Tunisia. The fighting at Kasserine Pass became part of a broader campaign that continued into the spring of 1943, culminating in the eventual collapse of Axis positions in North Africa. Thanks for watching. For more historical content, be sure to subscribe. And if found this video informative and useful, don't forget to like.